It's the morning. I imagine the three of you have gathered in the main room for breakfast.
Yeah.
How early in the morning is it? Like early?
Given that you and Emberlosa were out a little bit late, cleaning up some messes in the dock district, I'd say probably 8-ish, 9-ish.
Right. Okay.
Have you found what you were looking for? In the city.
I believe so. I would like to, for now, try one more thing, and also Amberlosa. I believe perhaps a visit to the markets would be in order before we head back, just to make sure we pick up anything we need.
Seems like a reasonable idea. Supplies haven't been exactly up to par.
Exactly. Therefore, I think that would you like to meet there, and I will go try my errand very quickly. I don't think it will be successful overmuch, so it shouldn't take me long. And I can meet you in the market.
That'll be easy enough to do.
I'm gonna leave Amberlosa and Yvette with a goodbye and leave them to their business. I'll meet them at the market. I'm gonna go.
I also need to go to the market.
Yeah, and I'm gonna.
Yeah, you and Amberlosa are going to the market. Yuffie is going to run an
Tail.
errand. Or,
Okay, so that makes
we're
it
starting off strong today, boys.
Yuffie is apparently
17.
going to the palace. Yay.
Teo is running an errand while Emsa and Yvette go to the market. He's gonna meet up with you there. Yuffie, fuck Teo! Ah!
Holy shit.
I don't
God.
know.
You
You know what's
okay,
funny is
bro?
the exact opposite happened yesterday. That was the greatest thing ever.
Says you have an out. Teo doesn't have all his memories. Maybe it's just a name he forgot. And this is just really clever foreshadowing the whole time.
Totally.
I'm just saying, when
It
that
is
crackpot
feasible.
theory comes true like 10 sessions from now, I get to say I told you so.
Paco's gonna have a stroke.
I mean, fuck, I would too.
You wander around for a bit, looking over the rose bushes, admiring the sculpted whatevers. There's one shaped like a unicorn.
Huh.
And from behind you, you hear a Teo Castellano.
I'll turn around and say yes.
Standing there is an older-looking gentleman in a leather cloak with some fur trim along the collar of it. He has glasses on, a goatee, and he's looking at you with a skeptical and, more importantly, eyes that almost seem to recognize you. He crosses his arms and, well, it's been some time.
Pardon? Have we met before?
Do you not remember us meeting?
My apologies, monsieur, but I don't remember anything before the past 2 months. In fact, that is the exact reason I am here.
And Raphael and Temperance don't know anything?
Those names mean nothing to me at this current juncture.
He looks around the garden before putting an arm around your shoulder and kind of like basically strong arming you into the palace.
I'll go along with it, I guess. I got no choice here.
I mean, he'll take a step back from you when you're past the guards. It was more a show of he's with me, guys, but
Mm-hmm.
he'll lead you to a set of private rooms in the guest wing. And he's going to close the door so that it's just the two of you, and you don't remember anything.
I am afraid not, monsieur.
And you aren't traveling with anyone?
Well, I am traveling with a group, but it's more a matter of convenience, and all of us seem to be suffering problems with memory.
All right, red-skinned tiefling woman or a dark-skinned man with black hair? Either of them?
Unfortunately not. There is a tiefling in our group, but not of that description.
Well, since you don't know anything about yourself, I do know that you are a citizen of the Emporie, if you haven't figured that out.
I had gathered, yes.
Um, I know that your name was Teo Castellano, husband to Rafael Castellano. And I know that
I'm
you were.
I'm I'm sorry. Did you said husband?
That was the assumption I was working under. I didn't just. It was an educated guess.
I uh, I'm sorry for the interruption. Continue.
I know that you were en route to Haven. You stopped in, asked information about the area, asked about surrounding landmarks. You're very interested in the Dragon Spire. But, I've only met you a couple times. You were never the chatty one.
I see. And I'm sorry, monsieur. I should have asked this at the beginning of the conversation, but your name is.
I'm Sergey Amantius. Sorry, I wasn't expecting you to not recognize me at all. We were never close, but I mean, we came over to this country together, so
I truly don't remember anything. Everything is completely blank for the past 2 months.
I know you were heading to Haven last I knew. Maybe you could look for Raphael there. That was years ago, so I don't know if he stuck around, but maybe there'll be a trail there.
How how many years?
4 or 5.
Would it be possible to ask what exactly my purpose in this country was?
Um, I don't know specifically. I know you were traveling with well, a noble could have been a part of his. I couldn't tell you.
Right.
Anything would be a wild guess.
Do you know anything about my background so far as combat or theology? I don't.
You had magic, but I mean, that bit's kind of he he gestures you up and down, inherent, right?
Hmm. Possibly.
I mean, if you wanted to stick around, I could send letters to the ambassadors in the other cities. You know, we don't have any, or you wouldn't know, but we don't have any set in Haven that, oh,
I
it's not really it's not really a Glycellen sponsored city, so.
I would appreciate sending letters quickly if you are able. I actually need to meet up with the rest of my traveling companions relatively soon. But I would have time for a quick letter if that is possible, yes. I did already attempt a letter just yesterday to Earthhall and the census records, but letter written in your hand or in your presence would probably be much more useful.
Right, if you're gonna stick around while he writes letters, then he's just gonna sketch out a quick letter. He's gonna sketch out a vague letter and then tap it with his quill and then tap 5 other sheets of paper and it'll basically copy itself. And then he'll fill in the names.
Oh Lord,
Wait, is
that's
that a
cool. That's
magic
cool.
copy paste button?
Basically, the quill lets him copy sheets of paper and or copy what he's written and replicate it.
Do you mind if I ask you where you obtained such a quill as that?
Uh, I just forgot the name of the city. How dare Hounslow. It's a merchant city. You can find all sorts of neat things in the magic shops if you look around.
I
That's
will.
definitely one of the things I appreciate in this country. The lax rules on selling magic items.
Yes, I will most definitely need to take a look into those.
Did you have anything else you wanted to ask him, or?
You don't happen to know anything about. After what questions you have answered, I doubt it, but you wouldn't happen to know anything about family background, would you?
Yours? No. Um, your husband's minor nobility is somewhere in southern Emporia.
Hmm.
But you took his name and weren't exactly the most outspoken individual given our company. Makes sense, but
Right. Thank you. That's will be all that I can think of at the top of my head. If you are okay with it, I am capable of either contacting you via letter or through magical means to keep in touch, perhaps, uh, if you should get responses.
Just try not to contact me between 8 and 8.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah.
And bonne journée. Now, I'll leave.
All right. In the in the sitting area of the private rooms, this one is actually shared with the other Emporia ambassador, so you do see her as you pass.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you don't recognize her for anything, but she is like very distinctly dressed in blue, almost looks like dragon scale vest.
Dragon scale.
Yeah, she looks like she's gearing up for like a sparring match or something. She's, buckling her vambraces while you are escorted out. And Velosa and Yvette, you have about given how long that meeting would have taken, how long he had to wait, the walk, you've got about 3 hours before Teo comes to ruin your fun.
3 hours, you say?
Well, is there like a board that like has like work needed posted or like help wanted?
There's a guild charter. There's a guild outpost here, but neither of you are part of the guild or know anything about the guild, so you can't find one.
Fuck. Well, I don't have any money. And I looked at Amberlosa. Do you have money?
Really? Do I look like the type of person who would just carry money on them?
Well, you didn't look like the type of person to do a couple things, but you proved me wrong.
What are you insinuating?
Well, I am, and I'm gonna look around to make sure no one else can hear me.
You are in a crowded as fuck bazaar.
Oh, so no one cares. Alright, remember when we were at that place that we weren't supposed to be at? And then they told
As
us
I recall, you
couldn't.
were also outside, so you didn't see what occurred inside.
I suppose not, but I saw what occurred inside when you were outside.
Who's to say I wasn't defending myself?
Probably a couple of innocents that were hit in the process. Were you defending yourself?
I would like to think so.
Alright, I'm an insight.
Alright, well, I can roll deception. That shouldn't be too bad, but then again, if it
Don't
rolls a
curse
bad...
yourself before you roll, bud.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, never mind. Fuck me, right? Well, I completely believe you.
That is honestly
Talk about overkill.
impressive.
But can you please explain to me what happened then? Because from my it looks like they told you you couldn't play with them, and then you
I was
did
told
something not nice.
to leave, and as I went to try and negotiate some form of recompense, they seemed as if they were about to take matters into their own hands, be a little forceful on the matter.
I suppose, but do you think they were gonna like really hurt you? They're probably just gonna throw you out.
I don't wear any armor, Yvette, and in addition to that, do you really think I'm the type of person that's gonna chance my own safety over what ifs?
I suppose not. So you don't have any money then?
I'll like open my coat pockets and like turn them inside out. I don't have any money.
Okay, well we need money, or do we? And I'm gonna give Amberlissa a questioning look.
That is how the exchange of trade works. You give coin and you usually get something in return.
But if it's that no one would miss, and we replaced it with something else that was little, that no one
Are you implying
would.
that we steal? Is that?
I'm implying that we steal, yes.
That doesn't seem like a very honorable thing to do, now does it? People are
Well, I
just
mean, we're
trying
not
to
gonna
make out their
steal like.
lives.
You're right. All right. Well, I guess
You certainly wouldn't want to ruin someone's livelihood, now would you?
no. Although and then I'm gonna pull out this picture book that I took from the library. This isn't gonna ruin anyone's life, though, right? Because I 100% took this.
Oh my god, I forgot you took the fucking book from the library.
And
I
then, like,
have no
I'm
idea.
also.
Whatever consequences befell shall befall only unto you.
But true. And I'm gonna close my book and put it back in my bag. So what's the plan then? I'm just gonna walk around the market, look at
Well,
things we can't have.
that's what 90% of these people are doing right now.
Oh, fuck it, why not?
Besides, Teo might have a more clear path of purchases. Supplies and that, he's much more
I want another picture
pragmatic.
book.
So are you just gonna window shop until Teo shows up?
I don't have a response to that.
I
Yes.
am not going to window shop. I'm going to the clothing section or whatever booth or stall is selling really nice clothing.
You can find. I mean, you can find a couple different clothing stores if you wander around long enough. You can find a more low quality one, more high quality one. One's more like fancy clothes and one's more like functional clothes, you know?
I want fancy clothes.
Okay, you go to the fancy clothes store.
Okay. I want to be shown your finest robes.
And Velosa will literally just roll her eyes at that.
You are brought out a fine, deep, deep black spider silk gown slash robe slash something fancy and drapey. Very
Ooh.
distinctly elven in design. This was actually imported from the Drow on Efficacy, so
Okay.
I feel like it would definitely fit your figure in a way that it doesn't most of our customers.
All right. So before I attempt to purchase this, may I ask, do you also buy things? Like, is there barter?
We don't barter in this store if you don't have the gold to buy it. Her disposition has immediately changed after you have asked that question.
I
Oh, okay.
apologize for my friend wasting your time.
I'm not wasting anyone's time. No, please. The adults are talking.
You are hardly an adult.
Still one, even if hardly. And then I'm gonna look back to her. Can I try on the dress before I make any decisions about wanting to purchase it or not?
Dresses like this that have been specially imported and made of rare materials like this, there's too much of a chance of somebody trying to fit into it and breaking it. I can't allow that.
Perfectly understandable.
Well, there goes that idea. And then I'm just gonna walk away.
I apologize for her behavior.
She'll just pack the spider silk dress back up.
She's not from around here.
Clearly.
Off to the next stall.
The functional clothing store.
I
I'm
suppose.
going to trail behind by about 15 feet, so I'm not immediately lumped in.
Immediately associated. Alright,
All the
functional
while,
clothing
like,
store.
maybe keeping an eye out just
Alright.
throughout
At
the
this
town and just
functional
seeing
clothing
if there's
store,
anything.
I'm going to ask to see their finest robes.
Their finest robes are a lot more like
Oh my god.
Cleric to Lathander.
Any
know
other
what
They're
of
like
my
a-
characters would be
but-
slamming their head into the nearest wall.
They're made of a sturdy but still nice white fabric with gold trim on them. They're a
So
lot
what
more
I'm wearing now.
utilitarian, but they're still surprisingly. I mean, what you're wearing now, you've been dead in for a year and a day, so.
You know what? You're right. Is there... May I try this on before making any decisions about purchasing or not?
They will point out that there is no dressing room, but you are welcome to try it on.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Well, pull up a sheet, boys.
You change into the robes. They're a little bit short at the ankle, but
Okay.
otherwise they fit pretty well.
Now, I'm assuming these people who are holding this this cloth are doing their best to not look at me at all, right?
I mean, yeah.
Coolios. I'm going to see if I can peek through the cloth real quick without being noticed.
Make a stealth check.
And we're gonna leave a picture book of a lonely dragon, and then we are gone like the wind. Into the crowd.
Alright.
I hate you people so fucking much.
Alright, I need...
What did I do?
You murdered a bunch
You
of
know,
people. Do not
I
act like you're
wonder.
innocent in this.
I
Go
wonder
ahead
what
and,
you did, Amberlosa.
roll me another stealth check to see how cleanly you can get away.
Jesus
I bet.
Christ.
Cleanest fucking getaway in the world, baby.
Alright. Amberlosa, go ahead and roll me a perception check to see if you can keep track of. Yeah, you can keep track of that.
And I'm gonna look for the nearest bar, too.
Holy fucking shit. Alright. You apparently make a clean getaway.
I hate you.
Oh!
For now.
Alright,
Until your description gets out.
I need to get to the nearest building right now.
Alright. Emberless, are you following Yvette?
I'll follow a decent ways behind.
Alright.
You know what?
I'm not looking for you, bud.
That's okay.
Down in the corner.
Just let me know when I find them so I can cry in character.
All right.
What?
I'll let Teo come in whenever he wants.
Right, there you two are.
Just absent-mindedly begin every now and again at random intervals, snapping my fingers together.
Right. Did you find anything interesting in the market?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I found a woman who can't figure out the concept of trade, barter, economics, and money.
And
Well,
I found a robe.
Well,
And
considering she owes 4,000 platinum, I'm not surprised. You didn't let her touch anything, did you?
No, but the man at the
unfortunately, I
store
didn't
did.
have much of a choice. By chance, do you have 15 gold on you, Teo? I'd like to make up for such disrespect to a business.
15?
That would be my estimate.
Yes. 15. Yes, I can. I have that on me, yes. I'll give Amberlosa 15 gold.
Okay, if we're going back to pay for it, I want my book back.
You do actually find a magic shop. What are you looking for in it particularly, or are you just looking around?
Bag of holding.
You're looking for a bag of holding?
Yes.
Okay. 1 second. I have to do
I'm
math.
I'm going off the basis that Teo would assume that magical containers are a thing. Not that he knows
They are
specifically.
also probably advertised for adventurers.
Yeah. Not that he specifically knew what a bag of holding was when he knew it. He just figures magical containment is probably a thing.
Carrion,
Mhm.
you are thrown in prison.
Yeah.
Rather unceremoniously. Your wounds are given the most cursory attempt at care so that you do not bleed out. I will say, in case you don't remember, you did take a wing injury, and you
I
haven't
do.
had
I was
any sort of,
actually going to ask about that.
yeah, you haven't had any sort of long rest or chance to take care of it yourself, so you are currently grounded for the time being.
Okay.
You could
How
try to fly, but just feelings wise, you're not entirely certain how viable it is.
like where did it pass? I'm assuming it passed through the
Pass
membrane.
through the membrane, yeah.
Like how big of a hole is it?
The spear itself wasn't actually that big, but because membrane is stretched so tightly over your skin, like
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to keep your wings like pretty fucking. You are going to have to watch it to make sure it doesn't tear farther.
Okay.
But for the time being, it's not that bad, and it will probably be better out with a few days care.
Okay.
We believe in you, Kai.
Thanks.
Mm, we is a strong term.
All right, I
Can
believe in
everybody
you.
see?
Would you like theme
Yes.
music, Kai?
No.
Oh, okay.
Come on, not even a dun
Time passes. It's really only noticeable by the guard rotation. There doesn't seem to be that much natural light in these prisons, except for a couple, or not natural light, torchlight down here, except for a couple of the rooms that you were dragged past.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a guard with a torch that passes by your cell probably twice an hour. And in the middle of the night, sometime around midnight, he stops in front of your cell and informs you of your charges: attempted assault and treason against the crown.
Okay.
And if you have anything to settle with the guards, well, now's
Treason.
I.
Fuck.
If there's anything I need to settle with them,
if there's anything you need to settle with the gods, now's the time.
oh, the gods. I thought you said the guards. I was like,
No.
huh.
This is your last will kind of moment.
Yeah, I know.
And that's pretty much all he gives you before resuming his
Fuck.
route.
Okay. I'm assuming he keeps keys on him, right?
He's the one that locked you in, so yeah.
Yeah.
Shortly, I'd say probably 2 passes after he informs you of that, he's swapped out with another guard.
Okay. Is this cell like completely empty?
This
I'm assuming.
So there's a hay bale, bucket. That's it.
Yeah.
There is a
What's the bucket made out of? Is it just wood?
yeah, it's wood. There's a bandit. There's a metal band around it to hold it together.
Can I make a shiv out of it?
You could certainly try. Go ahead and make me an athletics check to break it apart and try and snap the metal into something sharp.
Oh god, the noise though.
That will definitely make
I
noise.
know. Um,
I will say, because of the damp environment, there is rust on the metal bucket and on the cell doors.
oh good, I can give people tetanus. Okay, you said athletics?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't do any of my pre-rolls, so I have no idea how.
Yeah, that bucket is splinters. The metal is any shape you will it.
Yeah, I just want it to be like long and sharp.
Alright, you have a functional prison shiv.
Okay, but at the same time, I kind of want to feign like I tripped over it, you know, because it's dark, and I'm assuming that like no one here is gonna know that tieflings have, you know, dark vision.
Go ahead and make me a performance or deception check.
Oh yeah, because I'm so great at both of those. Do deception.
Just gotta believe. Ooh.
Ooh, yikes.
um, you see, the thing is, you sat down and leaned back like, you tripped and all that sort of stuff.
Uh-huh.
You still have the shiv in your hand.
Yeah.
Um, how the fuck would he respond to this?
Oh, but I'm like over here.
Yeah, you'd be. Mm,
I'm not gonna get up and move. If he wants to come in and take it from me, he's gonna have to like physically.
yeah, he's going to call for his buddies. All right, the one with the torch is going to step back and let one of the others in front, and then the guard is going to unlock the door to your cell and step in with the other 2 flanking right behind him. And he is going to try to take the shiv from you.
Well, he can certainly try.
Here, let me just move them. So that will be a contested grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you keep the shiv. Are you gonna do anything with it, or otherwise you're gonna have to roll another? You're gonna have to keep rolling contested grapples.
Fuck their day
Um,
up, Kai.
Okay, I want to try and do two things kind of simultaneously. I assume he's holding his spear at this point.
He is not holding.
He's
He is
not.
not holding his spear. The two behind him are.
Okay.
He has his hands. He has his hands free to try and fucking wrestle the shiv out of your hands.
Okay.
Like you are essentially grappling each other right now.
Yeah. Hmm.
Don't use your
His-
teeth. You don't know where he's been.
Well, he doesn't know where I've been, so like that's fair. Because I want to try and get one of those spears.
Should. It's a good weapon. I highly recommend it.
I know. So I'm wondering if I can just keep this spear from him, or like keep the shiv away from him so he's still weaponless, and then try and like wrestle a spear out of one of the other guy's hands. Like he is weaponless, right?
He is currently weaponless. You are being grappled by him,
Uh-huh.
and the other two are behind
Can
him.
I try and like kick him into one of his buddies?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. I'll do
I
that.
just don't think it would be feasible for you to wrestle a spear from somebody else while currently wrestling.
Yeah.
Dude.
You know, are any of them like holding their spears like pointed at us? Because then I could just like impale him. It would be great.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay.
I'm gonna entirely I'm gonna entirely base this off of Oh, okay, yeah. I will let you roll me a d6 plus 1.
Okay.
Okay. You are currently grappling. This dude is trying to get the shiv out of your hands. The one to the left for your perspective is holding the torch, and he's holding this spear towards you, but not in as perfect a position as the one directly behind the guard, and you literally just impaled this motherfucker on his buddy's spear, who loosens his grip on the spear in shock.
Okay.
But the other one is to try to stab you.
Sure.
Does a 12 hit you without armor?
Without armor?
You are not wearing your armor.
No.
Wait, you're not
because-
armored. You're a barbarian.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I just never even owned armor.
Armor's for the lesser class.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I said what I said.
Alright, he is going to try to stab you, and just kind of the spear's gonna strike the wall right behind you, and the other guard is going to let go of the spear that he is holding and grab his buddy's spear, because his spear is in his buddy. So you can do something before they make their next round of moves.
How difficult would it be to take this spear out of his?
You can certainly try.
Or you said this guy is not holding on to the spear very well, right?
He is holding on to a torch and a spear. So he's one-handing the spear while the other guys were all
Can I try and take his spear?
You can certainly try. I think that would be a grapple check.
Okay.
That's disgusting. Why are you so disgusting, Carrion?
Because
Do
I
you
need to get
believe
out of here
now?
alive.
Do you believe now, Kai?
If you forget that goddamn crystal, I will kill you.
I am not forgetting it. That has been in my
Yeah.
mind the whole time.
Yeah, you have his fucking spear now. Now he's just got a torch. He's gonna try and fucking shove the torch into
Oh
the
yeah,
fire.
because that'll work so well.
Oh, hey, let's burn the tiefling.
You see, the thing is, tiefling lore isn't very well known
I know, but
because
still.
they all think they're just plague bringers. They're all just fucking walking mushrooms. Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Oh my god. Does a 7 hit?
No.
Go ahead and do your actions. I'm retiring the Korok dice.
Um,
Don't retire him.
does the dead guy have keys?
The one with the keys is the one whose spear you just stole.
Cool. I'm gonna take his keys as well.
No, the living. Oh, you're gonna try and steal in addition to the. Yeah. Fucking grappling. Or that would be sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, because you're trying to grab it off his belt.
Yeah. I mean, would that be that would be an action? Never mind.
Mhm.
Fuck.
I need you to re-roll because you tied. He rolled a natural 2 this time. Yeah, you have the keys.
Sick. And then
I
I will take an attack of opportunity to move out of the cell.
Okay. You're also going to have to make an athletics check to try and barrel through the gentleman blocking the door, because he's a hostile square.
Okay.
Oh, thank fuck, natural 20.
Fuck. So I guess I'm like there.
Yeah. I mean, you can try again next round. They at least get one more. Does a 16 hit?
Just it.
Alright. The gentleman with the torch is going to hit you for a marvelous 2 fire damage, halved.
-1. Love it.
And
Just
the
use
other one,
fire instead.
the other one actually is also going to hit.
Okay.
And that is 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And you can go ahead and try and barrel through again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even know why I rolled. I don't think he can actually beat that.
Cool. Can I lock them in? I don't know where I'd be for that. Here? Here?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, you can lock him in.
Cool.
The shouting is loud, though. So we're just gonna move this into turn order proper.
Okay.
Carrion.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna run, I guess.
All right.
I will run this way, but then stop and try and like peek around this corner, I guess.
All right.
Can I be stealthy? I want to be stealthy.
Yeah, you can be stealthy.
No, I can't.
All right. You can go ahead and peek
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
The second you turn the corner and this woman is just going to bolt upright and... Can you let me go? Please? If you're breaking out, just break me out. I can get you out of the city. Please.
Inside check.
Yeah? She appears to be telling the truth.
Yeah, alright. I'll break her out.
Alright.
Is she in chains or like what?
No, she
Oh,
just
she's
needs
just
the
in the
door
cell.
open, same as you. Yeah.
I'll open the door.
Okay. She will also ask that you break her friend out, who is on the other side, who is like 2 cells down.
Okay. I mean, I'm not like back this way.
She's going to say that he's that way.
I'll give her the keys, but I'm not going back down that way.
Alright.
Actually, no, I might need the keys to get back. Fuck. I don't like this. How far is 2 cells down? Oh, it's that motherfucker? Yeah, I'll go break him out.
Alright, that's about as much as you can move on your turn.
Okay.
I'm not doing a true 30 feet and everything, but I am trying to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
It's semi-turn based right now.
Until it gets actually turn-based.
Yes.
Then...
Yep. Now we're
fuck.
in actually turn based.
Okay.
Alright, so he has...
I need to input a spear.
Hi there. He is going to rush ahead of the rest of his group, notice you, and try and nail you with a halberd.
Cool. Which one?
The gentleman to your south.
Okay.
Yeah. The one whose turn it is. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, I forget how halberds work. The guards are going to super try to kill you.
Yeah, fine.
Does the 19 hit? That'll
Yeah.
be... seven piercing damage.
Hmm? Cool. Cool.
Like, this guard looks barely hanging on to life right now.
I love it.
It's your turn.
I'm going to rage. And when I rage, I'm going to do that whole Shard of Divine Fury thing and summon a, what kind of axe do I use? Great axe. Yeah.
Alright, I forgot. You didn't actually need a weapon at all.
Yeah, but I wasn't raging yet, so I kind of did.
Yes, the technical term is definitely a big fuck off axe.
But in the process, I will drop this spear, so then, like, this chick can, like, pick it up as she needs it.
Alright.
And then I would like to attack.
You would like to go ham.
Yes, I would. Thank you. Yikes. Better.
Roll me a d6.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh boy!
Oh my fucking god.
You unfortunately don't get a chance to make a second attack as you have great axe into the stonework
Oh.
to the right of this dude, as he just neatly ducks what would have been a decapitating strike.
Well, that sucks.
Guard dude is gonna try and kill the dragonborn Oh, wait, you're also in range. He could just try and... Nah, the Dragonborn. And he is also going to natural one,
We're doing
but
great.
nothing embarrassing happened.
He's doing better than me.
Out of the
Okay, let's do this again.
Basically, it wasted the rest of your turn.
Okay. Well, I'm just not doing great, I guess.
I mean, that does hit, though.
It does hit?
Yeah!
Yikes. Sorry, dude. I mean, yeah.
You've mostly been doing grapple checks up until this point, so I didn't have to mention. It's bad. The first one just kills him in one, so
Oh, then
Unnamed-
I'll
that
with
does
my
not
second
hit.
attack. I'll get that guy. Okay.
Are you gonna step forward to do so?
Yeah. Otherwise, I can't reach.
Okay. He is going to call for more of his gentlemen. And try to halberd you again.
Okay.
That doesn't hit. That definitely doesn't hit. This is fine. Okay. Carrion.
Mm-hmm.
The Dragonborn decides to use a fire breath attack,
Nice.
roasting the two guards, the two regular guards, but well, and kind of singeing the elf as well, but you know. The
Mhm.
guard captain is still standing though. I've retired 3 d20s today. Carrion, hit
Yes.
something, please.
I'm trying. Thank God.
Yeah, Teo in the corner. Oh, thank God. That's all you needed. He had 13 hit points left.
Woo! Fucking got him.
You overkill him by 2. You win.
Good. This side?
Yeah.
Okay. I want my stuff.
You get your stuff. The other 2 also get their stuff. There is also about 25 gold and looks like somebody else's clothes in here.
Does it look like their clothes would fit me?
Looks like it's a human male. Probably about 5'6".
Nope. I'll just take the gold.
Cute.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
You wake up in the morning to a Baron nudging you with his foot.
I'm used
He
to
looks
this.
incredibly annoyed.
I'm used to that too.
Do you have nowhere else to be?
Well, I'm supposed to be giving that crystal back to Alston, but Carrion was the one who had it. And I'm still waiting for your answer on what you saw for the spell. And I like your cats. And all your alchemy chemicals and whatnot.
If I tell you what I saw in the spell, will you leave and not come back?
I will hold out my hand to make a promise.
I'm so proud.
He'll shake your hand. To put it in simple terms, your friend appears to be working with the Dragonspire insurgents.
I don't know what that means.
They're Emporia agents attempting to destabilize the country. They killed the king's brother, took his hold. I saw her in their clothes, in their armor, in their lair.
Where?
They took over the Dragonspire after killing the king's brother and razing surrounding ground.
So why aren't we over there?
Over where?
Over with that Dragonspire.
I don't know. Maybe you're hatching some new scheme. Are you? You don't remember.
Nope.
You could have been working with her. I don't associate with Emporia agents. I don't want you in.
I don't even know what an Emporia is.
An enemy faction. Country. Empire. Plague on the country. They want to own everything. They want to control everything.
Q is like desperately trying to think back to that talk with Leary about government and apply and like try to process it as much as possible. How could someone own everything?
They already own an entire goddamn continent. Well over a third of the world at this point.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff here. And some it's not even owned. Like we woke up, nobody owned any of that stuff. There were all sorts of things.
This. Find somebody to teach you this stuff, kid, because I don't want.
If there's nothing else he's going to tell me about the vision, then I will make good on my progress. I will cheerfully wave him and his cats goodbye and walk out of his house. And about 50% of the way down the street, realize that I don't really have anywhere to go. uh,
So,
yeah, the
is
only
pretty much everybody is pretty much everybody ready to plot wise
ready to what? We cut out.
reconvene? Is the Romhells party ready to return to Crow's Landing and pick up Q and
Yeah, Q will just be in the brass lantern, I guess.
Presumably pick up Q and Carrion.
and just
Uh,
Carrion ready to live in the
I-
woods for a couple days?
I have a question. If we had stopped on our way out to see how much it costs to buy horses and a carriage, or well, cart.
You mean like like I gave you the money for at the beginning of the fucking campaign?
Yes, exactly.
So we got some major lore drops for Carrion and Teo.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't care about that shit. We care about Naruto characters.
Oh
We
god.
do.
I'm just saying, Carrion can't be Sasuke if Carrion is Naruto, so that means Amber Losa has to be Sasuke.